I'm Adam Calloway. I'm here in the Cattle Chat Corner. I'm with Dr. Don Ball. Dr. Ball, tell me a little bit about your background and what you're doing here at NCBA.
Okay, I'm a native of Kentucky, but I spent the biggest part of my life living in Alabama. I was on the faculty of Auburn University for 35 years working as extension forage crop agronomist. I retired recently, and I'm now doing some work with the Oregon Forage Seed Commissions. This would be the Ryegrass Commission, the Clover Commission, Orchard Grass Commission, and Tall Fescue Commission. And these commissions are actually groups of seed producers who produce forage crop seed. And about 90% of the cool season forage crop seed that's sold in the United States is produced in the Willamette Valley in Oregon, just south of Portland. And of course, they're a little separated from their market. And so I'm an advisor to them and sort of help them to recognize opportunities and problems that might exist regarding the species of forage crops that they produce seed of.
I think for the general public, a lot of times they don't think about the importance of the forages to the livestock production process. Tell me, in your own words, what is the importance of forages and the different roles that they play?
Well, the fact of the matter is that forage crops are extremely important, and to be honest, forage crops are actually more important now than they have ever been. They're more valuable now than they have ever been because of high grain prices. The costs of production for cattlemen have gone up. Everything from fuel to feed and everything they buy, really equipment, whatever. And right now, we've got, of course, high cattle prices as compared to what we've had. The outlook for cattle in the future is good as far as prices. And so in order for cattlemen to take advantage of the situation that exists right now, high input costs, yet high cattle prices, they need to keep their feed costs as low as they can because feed is really the big cost associated with raising cattle, and forages is the answer. And fortunately, these cool season species that the commissions that I work with now produce, they produce high quality species and seed of high quality species, and they are very useful in many cattle operations. And of course, no one forage is right for every operation. Sometimes you can have two farms side by side, one of which has a certain system that works for them, and then the one next door has a different system. But the bottom line is there are a lot of people that can use these seeds that can really improve their operations, improve their production, and at the same time lower their costs.
At NCBA, we talk a lot about the role of technologies in the various aspects of livestock production. Talk a little bit about how technology is impacting the forage production end of the industry.
Well, of course, there's a lot of areas that we could talk about, but as far as producing forage crops, we continually have improved equipment to work with. For example, when I first started my career, very few people in Alabama where I worked had no-till drills. Most people have that or have access to that now. We've improved technology for providing inoculation on legumes. We have herbicides to control weeds that we did not have before. With every passing year, we have increasing opportunities to tweak and further improve our opportunities for providing high quality nutrition over a long period of time. The more that we can keep animals grazing, harvesting the forage themselves, if you will, as compared to having to buy feed and take to them, it's going to improve the economics of a cattle operation.
Are there any misconceptions about forages by either producers or consumers that you have to correct?
Well, I have spent my career, my life, really trying to correct misconceptions. I think there are a lot of people who tend to focus on the cattle, and not that the cattle aren't important. Of course they are. Genetics of cattle is important and so forth. But a lot of times they seem to do that at the expense of ignoring forage crops, which I think is a mistake. In fact, early in my career, I had a chance to make a trip to New Zealand, and we were on a farm, a lot of dairy cattle, and we mentioned something about this guy being a dairy farmer. He said, "Oh no, I'm not a dairy farmer. I'm a forage farmer. I'm a grass farmer." He said, "Before I had these dairy cattle, I had sheep, and before that, I was raising bull beef. And these dairy cattle are just a way to harvest that forage that I'm growing, and the basic commodity I'm producing is forage."
Now, you said you've had an opportunity to work with the Noble Foundation. Will you tell me a little bit about the impact of the Noble Foundation on you personally and the agricultural industry?
I'd be happy to. I've had a lot of dealings with Noble Foundation personnel down through the years. I've had the pleasure and honor of going there several times. I've spoken on a couple of conferences that were held there, and I have great respect for the Noble Foundation. There's no doubt Noble Foundation people are top quality. They know what they're doing. They are providing a great service, I think, to our industry, and I expect that in the future, especially with university budgets declining, that the Noble Foundation may play an even more important role in the future than it has in the past. And so I'm proud to be associated with Noble Foundation.
Dr. Domball, thank you so much for coming to Cattle Chat Corner.